Alright, well, this is my car before I'm having to put it in the shop. Looks like I kind of crushed in during my accident. Not too happy about that. It's all cosmetic damage, but whenever you start thinking that you're the only one that will never get into an accident, this is what happens. So. Oh, by the way, in case you didn't notice, it's kind of sunny and windy out, but 2 days ago it was actually snowing. This shows you how diverse the weather is here in New Mexico. And this is what I have in the back of my car. Rockford Fosgate T1500 monoblock and a T400 4-channel. Pretty cool. I like them. Pretty pleased, and kept me wanting to get a Rockford Fosgate amps. I still have my Sony components, stuff from like 2 years ago. Bought myself a Shuriken 80 amp battery. Pretty pleased with it. Have a single run of 0 gauge power wire coming from the front, where I have an Optima yellow top. Still have the stock alternator, but I'll be changing this year probably. And of course everything else pretty much 4 gauge wire. Rockford Fosgate, of course. Then in the back, I have a Rockford Fosgate T2. It's a 15-inch dual 4-ohm subwoofer. It's a 2010 model. I've been pretty happy with it. I'm actually going to be getting 2 of these later on this year. But yeah, that's the side of my car. So, we're taking that out too. It's a Pioneer head unit. Probably been getting a new one here pretty soon too. But yeah. Give you a little update later on today. To show you how the teardown's coming along. And I'll get back to you and show you what the car looked like bone stock. Alright, well here's another quick update. Alright, took out the 15. Let's see. Still got sawdust in here when I first built it back in August. Rounded out the exteriors. Just dumping my screws in here. I took out the 1500 already. Just got one more amp to go. The only tricky part I'm going to have is probably just disconnecting that second battery. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then take out both of these amp racks and the subwoofer box. Alright, one more to go. Alright, we finally got the other amp out. He finally showed up an hour later. Late for work as always.
Yep. So, I roll, man.
Huh.
Fashionably late.
Well, got the sub out. Pulled the power wire out. So you can see right there, I'm just throwing the screws in there. We're going to take this top part of this amp rack out so I can get to the battery right here. We're just going to take it out. Then next thing we'll go on to is door speakers and moving out all these speaker wires. Then I have to take out all the 0 gauge. That'll be a lot of fun. Alright, let's get that done one at a time. There we go. Alright YouTube, well I got my girlfriend recording against better judgment. But anywho, I got the amp rack out, I got my subwoofer box out. You can show them the box. That's what it looks like. I dynamatted everything. This is all just one layer of Stinger dynamat. The only thing that's got double layers is the doors up front. Of course I'm going to be putting more dynamat over here. But in any case, for right now, the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be pulling out all these speaker wires and my power wire. Enjoy. Alright, that's it for this update. Don't touch nothing. For lack of a better camera person, I have my girlfriend do it again. I got all the door speakers out from the back, the tweeters. We're removing all the wires out. The only thing left to do is just the doors and the rest is power wire, which I'm doing right now. I'm going to put over here if you want. And for all you people out there who get all happy about zero gauge wire, make sure it's actual zero gauge wire. 0AWG. That's actual zero gauge wire. The zero gauge wire that they sell at the auto stores is just, well, it's crap. You're getting more rubber and less copper. And you don't want that. But some people get happy about that, so I ain't gonna rag on you or anything. I'm just telling you that there is better zero gauge wire. But anyhow, that's it for now. I'll give you another update here in a little bit. Alright then. Finally got most of the stuff pulled out. That's all the speaker wire right there. There's still some more in the car that I haven't pulled out yet. I have to get that at a later date. It's my ground wire. Some good 4 gauge right there. Then of course, zero gauge, full spec. My power wire. Got a fuse block for the zero gauge, fuse block for both the 4 gauges, both amps. I still have one set still sitting in the car, but I haven't pulled it out yet. But yeah, Sony components from 2009. Lasted me throughout the years, they're pretty good. Gonna upgrade to Rockford Fosgate T2 component sets later on this year. Then better look at my T404. It's a pretty compact amp, but probably gonna upgrade to a 1000-watt 4-channel later on this year also. Then my T1501 BD CP 2010, also a very good amp, but I'm going to be also upgrading this one to a 2500-watt BD CP, the biggest they got. So looking forward to that to the end of this year. And of course another look at the T2 component subwoofer. Had the wire running through the structure. Had it wired down to a 2 ohm load, so it's pretty good. Some crossovers right there. My Shuriken 80 amp battery. That was a lot of fun trying to disconnect. And of course a couple of my trophies. From McCain Mobile Audio last year. That was one of the last competitions I went to before the accident. And then for Hobbs, second place. The guys who beat me were actually people who were actually in the shop, so I think by myself, or someone who didn't go to an audio shop, built it all from by myself, I think I did pretty good for second place. That was for the year before, when well actually that's earlier this year. That's when I had a P3 in a ported box. Yeah. So that's my girlfriend. That was the one who was recording everything. So if you're going to get mad about the poor quality or the bad recording angles and whatnot, you need to talk to this person right here.
I learned from you, dear.
That's not what she said.
Dominic, be nice. Be nice.
But anyhow, I thought I'd show that all to you guys. So, do a couple more updates and hopefully get this thing uploaded tonight. Alright?